If you ever decide to share a home with someone, the 4 terrifying episodes of the second season of the Netflix series Worst Roommate Ever might cause you to reconsider your housemate selections. Worst Roommate Ever, Season 2's second episode chronicles the demise of Anita Cowan, a retiree from Palm Springs, as a result of her choice to house Scott Pettigrew. In this piece, we examine this terrifying true tale and pose the query, where is Scott Pettigrew now? How come Scott Pettigrew wasn't a good tenant? After Scott Pettigrew was evicted from his prior residence in February 2016, Anita Mimi Cowan rented out a room in her California house to her younger co-worker. Their living arrangement appeared to be pretty friendly at first. However, the 66-year-old quickly came to regret her choice to give the attractive Pettigrew a place. Scott was by no means an ideal renter. He stole food and utensils from the house, left it in a messy state, and had his dogs urinate all over Anita's place. Not only that, but he had ceased paying the rent. On June 9, 2016, Anita requested a restraining order against Scott because she felt threatened by her lodger. On June 10, this was approved, but the judge refrained from ordering Scott to vacate the property because Anita had not shown any signs of him abusing her physically. On June 14, Scott received notice of the restraining order, which instructed him to keep 5 yards between him and Anita. Sadly, he disregarded this advice, and a few hours later, he fatally beat his landlady. Scott Pettigrew did what? Anita and Scott got into a fight on the evening of June 14 while she was speaking with her son on the phone. When he heard what was happening, her son promised to arrive at the house shortly. He told her to turn on her audio recorder in the interim. Anita's son called the police, fearing for his mother's safety and asking them to come check on her. Arriving at the residence at 11:42 p.m., the police found Anita's body in the backyard pool, her face and torso covered in cuts and bruises, and with clumps of hair missing from her scalp. Scott was discovered by the police investigating the residence, nude in his chamber. Every part of his body was covered with scratches. They took him into custody and obtained the audio recording that Anita had made prior to her passing. The tape, which turned out to be a recording of her murder, contained her screams. Anita's autopsy revealed that she had suffered blunt force trauma, which is how she passed away. How is Scott Pettigrew doing? Scott entered a not guilty plea to the first-degree murder accusation during his trial. According to toxicology findings, he had been drinking the day before the murder, meaning that he was probably impaired when the attack happened. The prosecutors disagreed, pointing out that Scott had made numerous threats to kill Anita. Scott's attorneys contended that he was in an agitated state and did not plan the murder. Scott was found guilty in August 2019 of elder abuse, first-degree murder, and violating a court order. He received a sentence that ranged from 25 years to life at Kings County's California State Jail, Corcoran. Right now, where is Scott Pettigrew? For his crimes, Scott Pettigrew is currently incarcerated. In December 2035, he will be eligible for parole. What are your thoughts on this case? Tell us in the comments section below.